Is Happy silenced? Right click. Oh, misses the right click.
Looking for surrounding and he gets it on the DK.
Jesus.
There's no TP for him anymore.
Got it. That's locked in.
Oh my god.
There's a
Oh, this is not a fight that Kiwikaki can win here in the upper right. Can he win it somewhere else? Oh,
But this is a Moon. Does he have enough damage? Did he miscalculate this?
no way.
Last serious. Town dead.
Right click, Happy! How can you save this DK? You have no resources for a potion! Trying to nuke! Doesn't work, Stefan!
Funny composition, not the right one by Johnny Cage.
Stormbolt,
They're all the trees go.
Perfect Shockwave, you don't have much time! Shockwave, here we go! One more right click! Lin, Guagua, wins!
Good day and welcome everybody. Sorry we were a couple of seconds late here on the intro. I was reading the internal Flow server chat from the server admins. Seems like they were once again trying to work on the Flow servers to ensure a better connection. The last couple of days we've had some issues with connections. Hopefully, fingers crossed, things are going to be looking better today. Today is Playday 5 of the Dolphin Warcraft Super League, or in short, the Super League, which I think is a very apt name for this tournament. We have the 15 best players in the world competing in first to group stage, round robin, and then the playoff stage is going to be made up of the Ascension phase, which means the higher that you score in the group stage, the further up you will be seeded in the playoffs, where we have round 1 all the way until round 11, 12, 13, 14. Round 14 basically is the grand final. This means that if you get first place in the group stage, you're going to be guaranteed the grand final already. Of course, then you would have to win that grand final as well. And with that, quite a bit of prize money. First place, $7,500. Second place, almost $5,000. Tier 1 tournament, the second one of the year. The first one was the Don't Force Me Cup mid-season finals. Oh, and of course also the DWCC Season 2 Championship. Happy and 40 were in both grand finals of the big tournaments. We'll see what it's going to be looking like this time. We're in the first lobby already. It's going to be Colorful versus 120. It looks like it's going to take perhaps a minute or two until we get this game started. That gives us the time to look at the standings. Now the points here, the point distribution might be a little bit misleading because not all players have played the same amount of matches already. For example, Infi and LawLiet have not played any matches yet. That's going to change today. Standing at the top of the field are Happy and Life, both with 11 points, but Happy with only 2 matches so far. If Happy wins today as well, his third match, he's going to be first place guaranteed after the first 2 matches. Behind that, we have Sock. Good start for him, by the way. Before this tournament, Sock was still very much living in the shadow of Fortitude. Perhaps this is going to be changing here in the Super League. We'll see. 1-0, only 1 match so far. He was able to beat Labby yesterday in the Undead Mirror. Behind him, Countryman Colorful, and then Kaho. Behind that, we have Moon as well with a 1-2 score. Moon with some good games, with some narrow wins as well, especially against Starbuck. But unfortunately for many Night Elf fans out there, the 5th race, the Legend, still doesn't seem to be in prime shape. Something, unfortunately, we've been saying for a long time. Fortitude, one of the top favorites for this tournament, certainly, as he is in every tournament, especially in the Tier 1 tourneys, where it seems like he sets aside extra time, aside from family, aside from work, to really grind hard and give it his all. I wonder how all this is going to work for this tournament, by the way, because this tournament is going to be running for a long time, roughly 2 months from beginning to end. After that, we have Focus, 1-2 the score. First 2 days, Focus was looking very rough. He got 3-0, 3-0'd, but then against Moon, he played really well and finally got some points, up to 5 now. And Starbuck, probably the disappointment so far of the season. Of course, it's early in the season, so there's always time to bounce back. With 15 players, we have 14 matches for each player in the group stage, but a 0-3 start, pretty rough. Because of the way the point system works, it's not 0 points though for Starbuck. The more maps you win, the more points you get, and also the less maps you give away. The fewer maps you give away, I think Stannis Baratheon would say. So Starbuck has some points as well, but yeah, no win yet. But he came close against Kaho and against Moon. Len, only 1 game so far. That one he lost with 2-3 against Life, who seems to be the best Nihilov in the world right now. As mentioned, Infi and LawLiet have not yet played any games, but today they're going to have their first. And then Labby and Fly, so far 0 points, but also only a single match played. Shout out to Helpstone, who came up with the point system apparently, Neo says. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm looking at the lobby. I'm looking at the admin chat. I think we should be getting the first game underway here in a moment. And as we're loading in, it's always a bit of a tense moment if the game is going to start or not. I don't think that one worked, actually. Nope. Okay, let's restart. Alright, last time I was casting also, it took a couple of tries to restart. That was always the good thing about using FlowTV. When they were hosting the lobby and then not so many people were in FlowTV and we could then join after. And then there was no danger really of anything lagging. However, occasionally we got desyncs, which was problematic. All right, what are the admins saying? Let's take a look. Looks like it's taking a minute to start our lobby. Wait. They did start the game, but it didn't load for me. Oh, crap. Okay, there's something about Flow TV, but the game is not in Flow TV. Yeah, they unfortunately disabled that one. Okay. Well, seemed like I had a connection bug to the lobby, and I will not be able to do the camera work for map number 1. So we're going to do a restream for map 1, but we're not going to miss it, guys. Don't worry. Let's go for TH's stream here real quick. Following games, I should be able to join the rest of the matches. Damn, where I put this thing. Put it here. Okay. So 1-0 against colorful map number 1, Hammerfall. 1-0 for quite a while. Has been very fond of fast expo play. This looks once again like that fast expansion. Then Demon Hunter running across the map. He's trying to slow down the expo here as much as he can with a detonate that should be an easy level 2 if he's also nicely creeping across the map. That's harder said than done, by the way. But he gets level 2, Immolation and Mana Burn.
Don't tell nobody.
Yo, Stars and Stripes. Don't tell nobody. Thank you very much for the resub. Colorful. With a good early game so far, I would say. Is he counter-expanding or is that the tech? Sometimes the overlay is a bit confusing when it comes to that bit of information. That is the Tree of Life indeed. Ideally now, Colorful wants to stick around up in the north, distract from his side of the map, and ensure that the Tree of Life will finish. And if it does, then later on, with Naga second, Bears and Dryads, especially if you get to the very, very late game, with like Talons and 80 supply, I feel like that's what Night Elf tends to do really well in the big fights. But now, first little aggressive maneuver coming out from 1-0. He is running across the map. Losing a couple of archers here, I would say 1 or 2 is okay. As long as you don't get the expansion cancelled. As of course the Tree of Life is coming up down south, but it's still fairly far away. Archers, the difficult thing here is archers have to stay in range to fight against the ghouls, but also you don't want to get caught by them and die too easily. 1000 HP on the Tree of Life. Is there still time to cancel this one? I don't think so. So, Colorful, I would say here with a good early game. It seems like on Hammerfall, the build for Counter Expo has been figured out by Night Elves pretty well. The Chinese overlay makes me feel like I'm flying a plane. Yeah, dude. They're showing when the Sapper is coming off cooldown that the Shredder is available. Invis Potion? Wait. Why is it showing the Invis Potion? More info, more better. Seems to be what they're feeling. Oh, first big move of the game. So around on the Demon Hunter, it's going to be 1 ghoul killed, possibly even 2. If he gets 3 ghoul kills for a TP, that would have been great. How does this keep happening? Is the TP button broken for Night Elves? Why? Like, if he just TPs out after 3 ghoul kills, that's so good. Oh, goddamn Night Elves, dude. How does this keep happening? He sold the TP. Oh, my bad. Ah, my bad. Okay, that's on me, chat. That's on me. Still, I think it's not the worst, though. 3 ghoul kills is pretty good. Also, lots of damage on the other ghouls. Experience-wise, though, we see the DK ahead, and that's not exactly what Colorful wants. But you can see now in this follow-up harass, 1-0 only trying to be annoying with the DK and Skellies, because the ghouls, most of them are just too hurt. So this is not terrible for Colorful, I don't think. And trying to slow down the Night Elf counter expansion as much as he can. DK gets the level 3. Now we got the powerful level 2 coil. Demon Hunter also getting close to that level up here. Tier 2 for Colorful is done. We got the lowers coming up. Second hero then is normally the Naga. Oh, and it's just enough for level 3. Double Sentry Ward here. Ah, that's 1 for the Night Elf, 1 for the Undead, I see. Oh, we got the Naga second coming out. Does he have a chance to kill this DK? Probably not, unless there's a Wisp block. Oh, messed up the Wisp block. He could have blocked the way there between the trees and the tavern. DK could have gone to the right, though. I don't think it would have been a kill either way. Could have been a bit more damage, though. 1-0 starting to build a big bank already, and we know exactly when the attack is coming. The big attack on tier 3. It's going to be following right after the tech finishes. Frenzy and Destroyer form, and then it's going to be time for the big push. And that's what Colorful needs to get ready for. He's hiring the Shredder as well. Thanks to the overlay, we knew he was available. Demon Hunter creeping the 2 center camps. He would love to get a big heal potion here. Big invuln is also nice, but the big healing really is what you want. This is not what you want. Double 1 of mana steal. Very poor for the Night Elf. This is going to be more gold though. So maybe Colorful here can invest in some other stuff like heal scrolls when selling those items, which he certainly should be doing. Good experience gain here for Colorful in the middle. Quick level 2 on the Naga. The Lich obviously is going to be a lot slower when it comes to leveling up. Demon Hunter running back home to the Moonwells. There's no shop here yet, so he cannot yet sell these wands. But he's going to the other shop, where we're going to have a bit of a contest for the camp. DK though, out of mana. 2 Invo Potions. Oh, the DK got both Invulns, I see. He's trying to get the item here as well from the Sasquatch. Not allowed to pick it up yet though. It's going to be ghouls traded for archers. That's a good trade for the Night Elf normally. Invul number 1 has been blown, but of course there's a second one available for 1-0. And the Invo Potion's now on cooldown still for a little while. Good levels on the demon though. Gets the ring +5. Ooh, that is so good. That is the best item you could have hoped for. Very, very nice indeed. And now both Night Elf heroes close to leveling up. Lots of gold on Colorful, by the way. And 1-0 doesn't even have a real supply lead here. Seems like Colorful's counter expo play is nicely coming together. He's going to have all the lumber he needs as well with the Shredder. Needs to make sure to not forget about Moonwells, though. I always get nervous when the Night Elves here get too greedy with production. They should, in my opinion, go into upkeep real quick. Because that Night Elf, that undead push is coming soon. 1-0 indeed is at 60 supply already. As we see the double level up here. Book of the Dead, another bad item. Colorful pretty unlucky with the items here. It's going to be more gold again though. And Colorful is quickly going into upkeep. I like to see that. Making more Moonwells, can go for more upgrades. Should have made a few more Moonwells though. Come on, Colorful, spend your money. Holla holla, get dollar. He could make like 4 Moonwells right now at the expo. The Shredder is providing the lumber for it. If there's time, you could also go for an Ancient of Wind, but that can sometimes be a bit of a trap. If you go for the Ancient of Wind and the undead push is coming, and there is no there's no time to get out the talents, then all of a sudden that's a huge wasted investment. Colorful still with a lot of cash, trying to spend it. We're close in supply. It's a good sign normally for the Night Elf, considering the undead, of course, was expanding way earlier. Maybe Colorful doesn't have many wisps to make Moonwells with. He's got 14 wisps. That's 5 in each, mine +4. Okay, there's actually no excuse. He should be making still more Moonwells. He's making 1 right now. He should be making 2 more. Just for the healing. And get Wellspring. And maybe even Nature's Blessing, although Nature's Blessing might be a bit of a waste. But Wellspring is very good. Colorful is researching it now. Oh, 1 Dryad dies for free. Bad pull by Colorful here. Item on the ground. Item on the ground. Colorful struggling a bit with moving his army properly. In we go. First mana burn. The Demon would love to throw out a lot of these burns before we get to the real fight. Gonna have the time to get in another burn. Is this a full commit or not, I wonder? Coil Nova, but the staff saves the bear. Well done. 1 more burn. Burn. There it is. And the Demon Hunter, thanks to the ring, is not taking that much damage. But if he gets Coil Nova, he is still going to feel the pain. Quite a bit of mana has been drained from 1-0 already. That's exactly what Colorful wanted. And the bank has indeed been spent. But 1-0 is the first at 80. Colorful still taking a while to get there, getting more upgrades. He's got crazy... Oh, no, wait. I thought he was on 2-2 upgrades soon, but that's just one armor upgrade, actually, plus master training. Not that insane. A lot of damage on the demon now. Cost some more mana again, you can see. 1-0's mana situation is not looking insane, but he's got the mana stone still. Got damage items on the Lich. Decent items in general. Nobody is super insanely stacked, I would say. Oh, that's one bear for free. Colorful here sometimes struggling to move his army together properly. Ancient of Wind now being made, so Colorful is hoping that he can defend here, push the undead back, and then when the dust has settled, then go into Talons. Good position here for Colorful. Except for the bears, they are far behind. Pulling the ones back that are in front. We got the dust, so that's going to be one kill right away on a Fiend. Demon Hunter trying to hold on to the Invo Potion as much as he can. Oh, that Moonwell. That Moonwell was doing great work. First A-bomb goes down. There's still a second one on the field. Fog Lightning coming in as well. Bears are falling. Supply-wise, we're pretty even still. Big Nova again, though, into the Bears. But now the mana is low. And this is where the Night Elf tries to take the fight now. Tries to take the advantage by finding more and more kills. Dust comes in again. Another Fiend goes down. Mana Stone has been spent. And now the mana is truly gone for 1-2-0. Dryads, though, also quickly falling when they're getting focused, of course, by these Fiends. Shredder now coming in as well for a bit more normal damage. Destroyer, good target. Demon Hunter still has an Invo Potion, by the way. Really well done. Another heal from the Moonwell. Beautiful defense by Colorful here. Trying to go for the Naga kill now. Is there a way to save her? Yes, with the Invo Potion. That means the Lich is now exposed with no Invuln available on him. DK trying to get a heal scroll. DK trying to save the Lich, but he can't make it. That's a double hero kill for Colorful. Level 5 on the Demon Hunter. And that's GG. Really good play by Colorful here. Knowing exactly how he has to play this. Great defense. Knew exactly how to spend his money. I would have liked to see perhaps one more Moonwell at least at the expo. But it seemed like he got his perfect army together just in time. Didn't go for Talons. Didn't go for Winds too early. He felt like he didn't have those extra 3 minutes. And I think that was the right call. So Colorful takes the 1-0 here. I'm back in the lobby. Hopefully this time it's gonna be working. If we consider the stats, by the way... Oh, no, never mind. We're trying to start the game. I'm also never quite sure when we know if it's gonna work or not. Okay, I had a crash again. If it works for the others now. No. Okay. Oh my god, is my PC freezing? Oh, I think I was lagging for just a moment. But now we are in and ready for map number 2. But now the overlay's bugged. Okay. Well, that is... Dude, I'm having some big spikes here. Oh, I think that's my PC though. Oh my god, dude, what is going on? Can you still hear me, guys? Oh, what the hell, man? You can hear me? Okay, at least that. Something seems wrong today. Okay, shit. Tell you what. We're gonna do a restart real quick. Something seems to be wrong on my end. Sorry about that, guys. We're oiling the stream, though. I think that's okay. I'm gonna restart here everything real quick, and then